My attention-seeking mother-in-law wants me to dye my naturally red hair for my wedding so she can be the only cheaply dyed fake redhead in wedding pictures. My fiancé and I got engaged within 6 months of knowing each other, and we moved across the country for my career. This flipped a switch with my mother-in-law because she always had a dream of him moving back home and raising her grandchildren nearby. So this move has her acting really cruel towards me even though we previously had an amicable relationship. Basically, she blames me for taking her dream away from her. Well, recently she texted me this weekend asking what I planned on doing to my hair color for my wedding. I said, nothing. This is my natural color and I've never altered it chemically. If I ever desire to do so, it certainly won't be right before the most photographed day of my life. She then replied, don't you think people will think it's weird you have the same hair color as your fiancé's mother? I just don't want you having to explain it to your family that we match. I told her no one was going to think that, because my whole family has natural red hair, and it was just a coincidence that she dyed her hair the same color as my family. She responded 2 days later with, I'm still upset you're not listening to me about your hair color. I really don't want anyone judging us for matching. Please reconsider. My sister already said it would be hard to tell you and I apart in a family wedding photo. I just don't want to put my son in an uncomfortable position. I was at a loss of how to answer her. Is she really implying her son is somehow going to be intimate attracted to her because we have the same hair? It took everything in me to not crash out on her, and just told her I was confident our hair color won't be on anyone's mind during the reception, and if she sent me her sister's number, I would clear things up with her. Instead of understanding where I was coming from, she got really defensive and said that I didn't need to speak to her because other family members agreed it's awkward for everyone that we match. I kept trying to control the situation, but she said she's been a redhead ever since she survived chemo in 2013. She's proud to have her red hair because there was a point in her life where she didn't even know if she was going to be alive for her son's wedding, let alone have hair for it. She said, you don't understand how big this day is for all of us now that he's home safe. You're marrying his family, not him. Pretty sure I'm marrying only him. She then told me that she will not be told I cannot have red hair at my son's wedding. I was confused because I never said she had to dye her hair, but she insisted it was implied. She said it's clear I want her to dye it, but I can't make her do that because she worked hard for her hair, so it's not fair. I told her the more redheads the merrier and she shouldn't spend another second worrying about it. She responded, well, that's easy for you to say when you live far away and choose not to spend time with me or my family anymore, but I have to be here and answer to everyone that is upset we have the same hair color. You don't understand surviving cancer, being proud of it, and your son. The only logical reply here is, what the F are you talking about? I don't even know what the argument is about anymore, but she's still very adamant that she is the center of attention, not putting down any cancer survivor that fought hard for their life. But according to my fiancé, she had a positive biopsy in her breast, and they found very, very early stage cancer, which was treated with 1 round of chemo radiation. Apparently, she sent out a last will and testament, then told everyone she had minimal time left to live. This was after she was told by her medical team that they were almost positive she would have a full recovery with no adverse effects. This also reminded me of her suggestion to have a pink theme to honor her, and have wedding favors with the pink ribbon on them in her honor. I'm taking the unalived her with kindness route because I don't want screenshots of nasty messages sent around. This is just about her playing the victim and wanting to be the center of attention. I'm still at a loss for words for a reply. Update: she dyed her hair bright pink for my wedding.